Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to another Ultimate Masters draft here on the channel. The last one was pretty popular. Everyone seemed to like it, so I'm jumping right in. Welcome, mobile home. Welcome. Good timing. Or I guess all timing is good for you because you're just a good friend. Okie doke. So, looking at this pack, Flagstones of Traquair is a cool reprint. It was a bit pricey for a land, but it's not a card I'm taking, especially in Phantom. Blast of Genius. I think it's like very, very slow for this format. You want to be doing stuff that's early, proactive. I like Young Pyromancer a lot. It can definitely like snowball the game out of control a little bit to a certain degree. I think Reckless Worm is pretty nice if you can enable it, but it's a little bit tricky. Fire Ice is obviously quite strong, but only if you really end up blue-red. The optionality is really what makes it great. Each half alone is like not insane. Grave Scrabbler is another card that you can pretty much pick up whenever you want. What is my slime dog? Yeah, that's not very good. We're just going to take Young Pyromancer. It's hard to go wrong with Young Pyromancer. It's just quite nice. It works well with spells, and that's pretty much all you need to know. And the other card that I was considering was Fire Ice, but Fire Ice makes you play blue-red, and we don't want to get too committed to our archetype after pick 1. That being said, there is another Fire Ice here, so we could take that now. The Fire half is perfectly playable on its own, and then if we ended up with blue, that would be good as well. Malevolent Whispers isn't good unless you can enable it at instant speed, because that's when you can really blow them out. You can take their creature mid combat, block with it, and that's really strong. Sigil of New Dawn. What? That's an interesting card. I don't know how good it is, because it is quite pricey, but I think it's interesting for sure. Faithless Looting is a card that I think is very good in this format. It works nicely with the Young Pyromancer. There's just a lot of card advantage in this set, so you can oftentimes end up with decks that can utilize Faithless Looting quite well. There's also a decent Madness theme. I think Faithless Looting is going to be really important because of the Madness theme, and also I don't want to like dabble. I think it's a little bit stronger than Fire Ice, especially if I don't end up specifically blue-red. So I think I'm going to take the Faithless Looting here and see where it takes me. Mad Prophet, another Madness enabler, which is quite good. This used to be an uncommon back in Shadows over Innistrad. Fun card for sure. That's definitely the one I'm looking at first. Miraculous Recovery. Return target creature from your grave to the battlefield, put a counter on it. I don't think that's very good. It is instant speed, but a lot of the time, 5 mana, you're going to be getting back like something that costs a little bit less, and it's very inconsistent. It seems fine. Definitely not the most consistent card. Unholy Hunger is a removal spell, but it's quite expensive, and I don't really want to be playing super expensive removal. Mistfield Plains, oh, I love it. They have new art for it. This is a classic, but I don't think it's insane and limited. Tetmos High Priest is a great card in the Heroic Archetype. Just good value, but we're going to take the Mad Prophet here. Just keep the kind of mono red and then branch off to whatever seems the most open from there. This card, it's hard to go wrong with this card. Just rummaging through your deck. That's what it's called when you discard before you draw. Mad Prophet is quite nice in that regard. Okay, Ghoul Caller's Accomplice. That's an interesting one. If we like start discarding creatures, we can exile them to get it back. Exile the creatures to get a zombie ticket, so we get some extra value there. Hissing Iguana is a nice card for like a sacrifice deck. Overall, it's just really squishy though. It feels like it's just not good enough for the format. That's just my impression. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power. So this is more of a heroic card, because then you get double value out of it, so that's really nice. I think Treasure Cruise is a nice one as well. Works nicely with like the filling up the graveyard type theme we kind of have going. Foil's like very medium. Creature dies. So for me, it's between I think Treasure Cruise is my pick here, or Ghoul Caller's Apprentice. I think I'm just going to take the Treasure Cruise. Ghoul Caller's Apprentice seems like I can probably get it. And we're headed towards that blue-red direction that we played last time. Frantic Search is definitely an interesting one. It really makes me want to prioritize Madness cards. The cards I already have work really nicely with Madness. I have Mad Prophet and Faithless Looting as discard enablers. Frantic Search is a great one because the way Madness works is the full spell resolves before you can do Madness. So you draw your 2 cards, then you discard 2, and then the Madness goes on the stack, and you untap the land, so you can still cast your Madness creatures. Specifically, this is really good with the 5 mana 4/4 that can be Madnessed out for 3 mana, which we saw in our opening pack. So if that would wheel, we would be in great shape. Olivia's Dragoon is another good Madness enabler. but I think Frantic Search is a little bit stronger. It works well with the Young Pyromancer. Soul's Fire is still not something I'm super interested in. Desperate Ritual is more of a constructed card, so we're just going to take the Frantic Search here. Creature lands are generally pretty good in Limited, looking at this Lava Claw Reaches, just because it fixes your mana, first of all, which is really powerful, but also you get extra utility out of a land, which kind of turns it into a spell in the late game, and Lava Claw Reaches can actually get pretty scary. We aren't really looking like we're playing Black-Red right now, but we could definitely still transfer into that archetype if it seems like it's open. Just the Wind is kind of nice. I like it to break up the aura combos that Red-White's sometimes going for, and it works nicely with our Madness Enabler, so I think I am just going to take the Just the Wind here. What does Stinger Fling? Stinger Flings do. That's pretty powerful for 5 mana. Rogue's Passage, not really what I want to be doing. I'm just going to take the Just the Wind here. So we start off with 3 good red cards for Madness, Madness Enabling, and now we are taking some blue cards that work well with Madness as well. Defy Gravity, very, very weak card overall. Just doesn't have a large impact unless you have a ton of Spells Matter cards. I don't really think Defy Gravity is worth playing. What does Arena Athlete do? Target creature can't block. So this is good for the Heroic decks, not really good for this Madness deck that we look to be drafting right now. Basking Root Walla is a card that we can discard, but it doesn't do anything really, just a 1/1. We do have a lot of discard, but we don't really want to be putting blanks in our deck. We're just going to take the Dimir Guildmage, I think. We can cast this, maybe draw an extra card. Conviction's a really good card for the red-white deck, but we haven't seen like a ton of red cards. We have seen a couple, but not an insane amount. Mystic Retrieval, really nice gold card for this deck. Just buying back your spells is really nice. We have a couple already, Just the Wind, Frantic Search, Treasure Cruise, Faithless, so we have 4 already. We can get more. It works well with the Young Pyromancer and some other themes in blue-red. So it's kind of cool. One of the cool things I'm noticing here is that I drafted blue-red last time, but the deck definitely feels different than my last one. So here we're going to take the Mystic Retrieval over Flight of Fancy. Nothing else really comes close. Crow of Dark Tidings is actually pretty good, though, just for milling yourself and things of that nature. Doesn't look like the gold card the Madness card came back, but Fire and Ice came back, which is incredible. Fire Ice is really good in this type of deck. That makes me pretty happy. And maybe the other one will come back too. Nope, it didn't. But you work with what you're given. Sky Spirit Cavalry just seems too expensive to be great. So you can have an 8 mana. This card seems horrible. Like, I don't even know why this card's in the set. Like, I remember this was like in my pre-con commander deck, but I don't really see the synergies. Shielding Plaque's not great. We'll just take a foil. Maybe we'll want a counterspell for certain matchups. And now we'll take a Sultai Skullkeeper just to help fill our graveyard. We do have a couple of graveyard things going on. Miraculous Recovery did come back. Yeah, I don't think we want that. Sultai Skullkeeper is solid. It's fine. Cool cards are complicated. Patchwork Gnomes. Discard a card, regenerate Patchwork Gnomes. So it is a discard outlet, but I don't think it's a very good one, so I don't think we want that. I think we'd rather have Soul's Fire, probably over Furnace Celebration. And now we'll take Ingot Chewer as a sideboard card. Target creature gains double strike. Yeah, we'll take the Nightbird's Clutches over that. And the Athlete, maybe we'll want another 2-drop. So our deck looks pretty solid to me so far. Obviously, we want a couple more Madness cards. The Dimir Guildmage is not looking the greatest. It's just a very slow card. And we got a Talrand again. Oh, I had a Talrand in my last deck. Talrand is so good, though. I'm just going to take it. It works really nicely with a lot of the cards I have. And we're basically just running back our last deck. I mean, it's definitely got a couple of the cards different. But in this pack, there's a Thermo-Alchemist. If that wheels, I'd be happy. Think Twice is really good. Young Pyromancer's not going to wheel. Reckless Worm's quite nice. So there's a lot of cards from this pack that I would be pretty happy to play. So if I can get the Pyromancer, the Reckless Worm, the Alchemist, or the Think Twice, I'll be pretty happy. But I'm definitely taking Talrand here. He can just win the game on his own very easily. Okay, so this is kind of an interesting pick. Circular Logic is a pretty nice Madness card because it's a counterspell that like gets better if you're fueling your graveyard and all that type of stuff. Forbidden Alchemy, we aren't really looking like we're going to be splashing all that much. Living Lore isn't great with a lot of our cards. Like, sure, it could be a 4/4, but we only have one big spell. And if this is in the graveyard, we've probably already done really well for ourselves. This means we cast it and got a bunch of value. Archaeomancer is nice. It's some nice card advantage. I'm not sure if I want that or Mad Prophet, though. We'd already have this Mystic Retrieval. Circular Logic is interesting. I think I want the Circular Logic. And then maybe pick up the Mad Prophet onto the wheel. It's just nice to have a counter spell that's cheap. Doesn't really work with a lot of my Madness Enablers, though. I think I'll just take the Archaeomancer here. Just guaranteed value. Get back your guy. Firewing Phoenix. 4 mana 4/2 that you can get back. I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. And it's flying. It does have a heavy red requirement, but we aren't using this ability till the late game. When are we going to play League again? Just text me, Nico, my amigo. Just text me, bud. I'm always down to play League with a friend. Firewing Phoenix is going to be the pick here. There's nothing really else in this pack. We aren't playing a Gurmag Angler deck. Spark Splitter's nice. It's a good Madness Enabler. The important thing about this card is you can use the tokens on defense. So you can, like, churn up, like, some 3/1 blockers. So that's pretty nice. And there's nothing else really in this pack. Fecundity is an interesting one. It's symmetric, so it's not that great and limited. But it's definitely a cool card. I like the new artwork. Bronze card we don't really need. Life from the Low. This is great new artwork. I really do dig this. That being said, we aren't taking it. This pack, our colors aren't very open. Maybe we put the guy to our left into our colors, but that's kind of unavoidable. These colors seemed relatively open in pack 1. We're just going to take Shielding Plaques. There's nothing to look for us. Ooh! Oh. I saw the draw 2 cards, and then I read the discard 3 cards, and I was like, oh, that's sad. Rise from the Tides could be a nice payoff for all of our spells. That being said, a lot of our spells do have Flashback, and we are delving away our graveyard. So I think I'm just going to take the Mad Prophet here, another consistent Madness Enabler that we can use to cast potentially like sorcery speed cards at instant speed and things like that. Rise from the Tide's not really that great here. Last Gasp is pretty nice, but we're not playing black. Magnus of the Bazaar is just really not a great Madness Enabler because you really have to be discarding Madness cards or it's just a complete dud. Rise from the Tide's also my wheel. Thermo-Alchemist, my man. I love Thermo-Alchemist in this set. I think it's quite nice. It blocks several of the early creatures, and it just pings in for a lot of damage. So, Thermo-Alchemist, easy pick out of that pack. The other card was the like blink effect that was in the lower left. It like exiles a creature for a turn. Not that great. So if I convert mana cost, we do have a lot of 4-drops, but this is a late game card that we aren't casting on turn 4. There's a 2-drop a lot of the time. Think Twice, perfect card for our deck. Just what we want to see. Really happy with that. It works. It just fills in everything really nicely. Works with a Pyromancer. Works with a card we can discard for decent value. Milling it into the graveyard is nice. So really happy to pick that up. If this wasn't in the pack, it would be between Rune Snag and Cathodian. Cathodian is nice just as a 3-mana 3/3 to just hold the ground, but Think Twice is great. And, ooh, yikes, this is a tricky one. Thermo-Alchemist, number 2, or Think Twice, number 2. Oh, man, I was going to be happy if either of these cards came back. Now that they're both back, I'm a little bit less sure which one I want. I think I want to Think Twice. We already have a couple of decent late game things, so I'm just going to take the Think Twice here. Hey, not me. Yeah, it's been a while since I have streamed. Circular Logic came back. That's really nice to see. Between Circular Logic and Rune Snag, I think Circular Logic is just a little bit better. Now that we have the 2 Mad Prophets to enable it, and the Spark Spitter, I think it's going to be pretty nice as a counterspell for us. Even though not all of our discard outlets work at instant speed. Frantic Search also works at instant speed. How many drafts of this format have I done? Not me. 1. That's why I have a 100% win rate. It's pretty sick. It's not even false advertising. I would never false advertise. Here we're just taking stuff that aren't in our colors. So another Ingot Chewer for the board if we face that artifact opponent. And a Rise from the Tides. We did get it. I don't think we're going to play it, but we have like a Firewing Phoenix already as like a nice win con. We have some just good value cards. This is a really good deck so far. You're 3-0, 6-0. Well, mine wasn't quite 6-0, but I went 3-0, so this is the 100%ers chat here. Everyone's 100% in this format. Circular Logic was pretty nice that it came back. I'm pretty happy about that. I'm really happy to have two Think Twices. Think Twice really performed in my last draft. Last draft I played blue-red as well, but it was a lot different. So this time we have a lot better Madness package. We didn't have any really Madness cards last draft. Oh my goodness. This is quite a strong card. Just having this effect on a land is really good. Your draft was in paper? Oh, nice. Yeah, Desolate Lighthouse, just the ability to have a land that can draw you through your deck. Also, I have Madness cards, so the discard is a little bit more relevant. That being said, Fire Ice is quite good. So it's definitely between those two cards. In a set like this, where there's so many playables, having that extra playable on a extra spell effect on a land is really good. Fire and Ice is quite strong though. Yeah, Wild Mongrel's great, not me. Yep, that card is quite good. Dang, this is actually kind of close. I think I'm going to take the Desolate Lighthouse, though. I have a couple of, decently hard-to-cast cards. I'm going to cut this Dimir Guildmage. I don't need it. But those are both 4-drops. And I think Fire and Ice is nice. It's really good. But Desolate Lighthouse is a land that's also, a spell effect. And I look at this. I already have 18 cards that are playable going into Pack 3. So I'm going to make that on playables. So picking up a card like Desolate Lighthouse that can just boost my power level is just really nice. It just gives my deck a lot more consistency. Seismic Assault. Discard a land, deals 2 damage to any target. We did see a Life from the Loam earlier in the draft, so that'd be cool if somebody got that combo. Wow, not me. Hard Knock Life. Hard Life. Stitched Drake is just a big body. It does take away from some of my synergies with just having creatures in the graveyard, and I don't have a ton of creatures. That being said, I still think it's going to be the pick here. Lava Spike, not particularly great. It's not the most subtle incantation, but it gets the point across. I like it. So I think we are going to take the Stitched Drake here. Seismic Assault is doesn't seem great. Just seems too hard to cast, too inconsistent. Wow, Celestial Colonnade. This is a nice land. I mean, we're not taking it because we can't really use it, but it's a nice one. None of these cards are particularly playable. For our deck. There's a lot of good cards. Wild Mongrel's great. Celestial Colonnade's great. Wingsteed Rider's pretty good. Prey Upon's pretty nice with the heroic cards. Molten Birth. Yeah, we really don't want that. Meringue River Prowler. Yeah, that's really bad in our deck. We're just gonna take the Whirlwind Adept. Maybe there's some decks that really can't beat Hexproof. Hey, foil, back to basics. Nice. We're just gonna take another Mad Prophet. All of the mad profiting shall be done. And another Spark Spitter. Looks like. Dang, there's a lot of good cards. Spark Spitter is pretty nice though. I think here the choice is I don't even know if I'm going to play both Spark Spitters, so I don't really want a third one. I think I'm just going to take the Sultai Skullkeeper. It's an early creature that can fill my graveyard, get my stuff rolling. Not really in the market for a Turn to Mist. Skywing Aven. Skywing Aven was really annoying. Yeah, anything but a 2-color deck? Yeah, from my one draft experience, my 2-color deck beat everyone else's deck, even if they had more than 2 colors. So I would tend to agree. So this is a free discard outlet, but it is pretty expensive because you have to invest 3 mana. I don't know if I want a 4th Mad Prophet though. Honestly, I probably don't really need any of these cards. So I guess I'll just take a Skywing Aven in case I need it for a sideboard card, some extra flying power. Archemancer's nice though. Returning instants and sorceries. Engineered Explosives, just being able to kill all the 2-drops on the battlefield isn't very good. And I don't really want more than 1 Mystic Retrieval, so I'm just going to take the Archemancer. I wish I had a couple more Madness cards. I only have 1 card with Madness. And then a couple of cards that seems like a powerful effect. It does until you realize that in limited, it can only kill like 2 drops. Wow, Fire and Ice came back. So looking at my deck, we really didn't get as many... we're definitely taking Fire Ice. There's nothing even close. We definitely didn't get as many Madness cards as we wanted. We only ended up with 2 of them, I think. So we're definitely going to have to shape the way our deck is built based on that. But it's going to be good when we do discard them. So, yeah. It's a little bit unfortunate, but the Madness stuff is also like fueling our graveyard. Like getting stuff into the graveyard is also going to be good. I think Madness may be more of a black-red theme. Let's take this card. He's a Madness card. Looking through my sideboard options. Yeah, I think we're definitely going to make some changes. Not a ton of changes, but Flight of Fancy. Giving a creature flying. Yeah. I mean, also we have cards that are not like fine to discard. Like discarding this card is value. Heap Doll. The ultimate sideboard tech against Reanimator. 1 mana, 1/1. Exile their reanimate target. Your deck had a curve that ended at 3. My deck's curve definitely doesn't end at 3. Okay. So what do we want to change in this deck? We're definitely not going to run both Spark Spitters. Probably not going to run... We're only going to run 1 Spark Spitter. 2 Mad Prophets. These are both cheap cards. Firewing Phoenix is great in this deck, I think. Do we want Mystic Retrieval? I think it's going to be good, yeah. We can flash it back for value. Don't really want Stitched Drake all that much. But I guess it's nice with the Skull Keepers. So this is 23 cards. So we would have to add 1 card here. I don't really want Whirlwind Adept. Don't really want Skywing Haven. Maybe I'll just add the Dimir Guildmage. Flight of Fancy, not really what I'm looking for with so few creatures. Skywing Haven, just kind of a bad card. Limited 3 mana 2/1. Like it's fine, like in a normal limited set, but like in this one, it's just not going to do what I want. I could play another Mad Prophet, but I don't really want to play 3 of them. It feels like I'm just going to draw too many of them, and it's going to be bad. So let's sort by color here. This is mostly a lot of the time a red card, and this is a blue card for sure. So I think we're going to go 9/8 in favor of blue. Oh, right, we have a Desolate Lighthouse. So maybe we can run 18 lands in this deck. Because the Desolate Lighthouse, because we have so much discarding cards. Yeah, I kind of like that. So we could go 9/8/1, run 18 lands, and then we don't have to run the Guildmage. Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of like that for sure. We definitely have pretty good mana sinks. So anyway, that is going to do it for the deck. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll hope you stay with me for the matches. Hello, everybody, and welcome to round 1 with our blue-red kind of madness deck. Hey, welcome, Bayren the Ninja. We're going to keep this hand. We got our Talrand, we got our Firewing Phoenix. If our opponent's deck is even remotely slow, we will just have too much value for him to beat, hopefully. Oh, that's not what I like to see. Plains usually means fast. And now I don't care. Fire and Ice is the great equalizer. There is some thought to mana screwing him, but I just would rather think twice, make sure I hit my second blue. Has lands and spells, Snapkeep. I am going to just think twice here. I'm not going to get overly confident. Ooh, Desolate Lighthouse. Nice. So we are going to hold up Fire Ice. Yeah, Fire Ice is a common. We wheeled 2 of them. So if he goes for an aura, we can blow him out. We will be fine taking a little bit of a hit here. We can definitely afford to take 2 damage. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, this is why you take the damage, guys. This is exactly why. I'll kill both of your creatures. Oh my gosh, that was great. That is exactly what you like to see. Exactly what you like to see. Untap, play land, play our boy Talrand. You don't think the heroic deck is actually good? In my experience, having never played it, having played only against this version of it, it has not really performed. Ooh, Fiend Hunter, you monster. That is not cool, bro. I don't think I can kill Fiend Hunter in my deck. I can bounce Fiend Hunter. Let's play Firewing Phoenix. 4 mana, 4/2 flyer. Can block the Fiend Hunter. Ugh, Talrand down. That's so sad. It hurts my soul just thinking about it. Fiend Hunter, you monster. I might have to like buy back my Fire Ice, double Fire Ice the Fiend Hunter, just to get my Talrand back. Oh no. Oh no. That's disgusting. Oh, my card that cares about being in the graveyard just gets exiled. That's a beating. That's not very nice, opponent. Luckily, he's only hitting me for 1. But still. Brutal. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I was super exhilarated and hyped, but now I think I'm just going to go Desolate Lighthouse, pass. Actually, I think twice maybe, but then I can't activate Lighthouse. And I'm just going to pass. I'll hold up my Fire Ice and my think twice. Not unlucky that I got paired against a double Fiend Hunter deck. Unlucky that he drew both Fiend Hunters. For my 2 best threats, pretty much. Well then. Well then, buddy. I see what you're doing here. Okay. Activate our Lighthouse. He actually has 5 Fiend Hunters. Yeah, that would be terrifying. I'm looking for my Just the Wind here. I'm just using the Lighthouse because I don't need that land, and it's just nice to get a card in my graveyard to fuel this Treasure Cruise. Okay. I'm going to think twice first here. Gives me a chance to draw a Madness card. Or a Mad Prophet. I like it. Definitely just going to keep him here so I can block that Fiend Hunter over on the far right. And then next turn I can threaten to block plus Fire Ice it. That's cool. He doesn't have a ton of pressure on me right now. Okay, I'll activate. Don't need that mountain. Nice. Archeomancer is good here. My opponent really just does not have a clock because he's only drawn Fiend Hunters. So my Archeomancer can actually block a Fiend Hunter, which is just huge. Oh, yes! Archeomancer. That is the card I was looking for. So now I have my Fire Ice back. So on his end step, I can bounce his Fiend Hunter, which I will do. I don't get to get the value from this, but now I have my Talrand going into my turn. And on his turn, on his upkeep, I can tap 2 of his planes. Or after he exiles my guy, I can use 2 of my Fire Ices on it. I'm going to pass. Okay, so he gets to exile my Talrand. Actually, no, he doesn't. Never mind, he does. And get the value. Yeah, that was what I was thinking. I was thinking but not because then I would have 2 spells, but I wouldn't get to use my Talrand. I really want to have the Talrand though. I think the Talrand's more of a win condition than this Phoenix is. So I think I'm gonna stick with the original plan. Because I'm gonna Treasure Cruise into more spells, presumably. Sure. Fire. Fire. Fire! That first one was a check for God's willing. The reason I didn't respond to the Fiend Hunter with my 2 Fire and Ices to get the tokens was because then it would have exiled Talrand forever. Oh, Sultai Skullkeeper, my good friend. Now I will have enough spells to Treasure Cruise, just a bunch of irrelevant stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to keep the Fire Ice. I think that's going to be the best card compared to the Just the Wind. And they concede! Yes! Talrand in the house. Talrand is so good. Okay, so against their double Fiend Hunter deck, do I have any cards that can work against Fiend Hunter? There's a 3/1 that can block a Fiend Hunter. His deck seems a little bit more aggressive than a lot of decks. I think I'm just going to bring in the Dimir Guildmage because it can block his early... it can't really block his early stuff. Mad Prophet could be nice. I think I'm just going to run it back. I think the deck's fine. Yeah, exactly. Well, Fiend Hunter has older wording. There's something you learn from like watching people play with Fiend Hunter and talking about it. Like that's not something that I read the card. I'm like, oh, I know it. But there's like 2 different types of wording that they can have on that type of stuff. Ooh, Skullkeeper into Stitch Drake hand potentially. We're keeping this. No 1-drop. That's nice. Oh, you poor, poor opponent. See, they're playing like an Auras deck, but they don't like have the good cards for Auras. I'm glad I have 18 lands in this deck. I think 18 lands is the right number. That's what taking a spell land can do for you. Ooh, we got a creature. Our Stitch Drake coming down. Coming in hot. We just need to hit that island. Which we obviously will, because we are skilled. Hissing Iguanar. Oh, opponent. Oh, opponent. Play land. And we're going to pass with our circular logic up, I guess. I don't know why he didn't attack. Welcome, Jack. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Playing blue-red again, as we do on the stream. Well, that is an opportunity. Okay, okay. He got his God's Willing value. Pro-red. But now he doesn't have mana to bounce his own Conviction, so we can use our Just the Wind to get him a little bit. Land. Just as the doctor ordered. Oh, if we had another island, we could use our complete value. As it is, though. We're just going to Just the Wind this while he is tapped out of white mana to return the Conviction. Get that little bit of tempo and value combined. Playing blue-red spells. It was just what was open, it seemed. I don't value the Aura's cards as highly, I guess. That's probably just part of it. And judging by my opponent's deck, he just has a lot of mediocre jank in his deck. He could have sacrificed the Ronom Unicorn to kill his own Conviction. That would have been the real outplay. Just playing our cards here. We could have gotten a little bit greedy and tried to loot to draw a land, but then we just don't develop our board at all. If he has a Fiend Hunter, he has a Fiend Hunter, but we really don't care about Fiend Hunter right now as much. Young Pyromancer, yeah, we don't really care about the Young Pyromancer either. He only has 2 cards in hand. His deck is not really a spells deck, and also the 1/1s are not super effective overall. Okay, so he kills our Firewing Phoenix. Oh, so it's any creature. I am terrified. Whoa, thanks for the bits. The 18 bits. Okay. Just going to play my creatures. I am looking for islands and stuff. No, Talrand! And now that we're going to be pinging him, he has a little bit of pressure on him. Not a ton, but a little for sure. Had some leftover bits that needed a home. Has a real problem against decks that block. Wow. I wonder which decks block. Man, my deck is incapable of blocking. Oh no. What are you casting? What could it possibly be? Sultai Skullkeeper, just doing work. Holding back his entire team. Yep. You just made tokens every turn and they lost. Yeah, sounds like what's going to happen to my opponent. I'm going to just draw Fire and Ice eventually, and they will just die. Because I'll just kill that, kill that. Oh no, the value! Oh, that's so much value. It's a 3/2. I actually kind of want to Circular Logic their Conviction, or else I won't be able to do much against a lot of their cards. They'll just make all their guys too big to block. This is kind of awkward. This game would have been really easy if I'd hit all my land drops, but I'm mana screwed to some degree. So it's not easy. I still think I can win, but if I don't start hitting my land drops, it's going to be rough. I can't Archeomancer, Fire Ice, kill his 2 guys. Have I considered drawing an island? I have. It would be a very nice situation. If I had a second island instead of this second mountain, I could Desolate Lighthouse, discard Circular Logic, and that would be disgusting. Drawing an island seems like the play. Opponent debating whether or not to attack. This thing has prowess, so I would probably still block there. because I know one of his cards is Conviction. Honestly, I'd rather kill the Hissing Iguana. It's pretty cute from a distance. Man, opponent sitting there thinking about how unlucky they are to be mana flooded. If I had a second island, I would have played a Stitch Strike, and they literally would never have attacked me. Such is life, though. He disconnected. No. Oh man, I'm gonna end the YouTube recording and come back when he is reconnected. Opponent has returned. Welcome back, and they are going for their Conviction play. We are countering Conviction unless they pay 8 mana. So take that, opponent. That sweet, sweet... Oh no, I missed a ping! Oh, the infamous missing of the ping. Oh man, opponent psyched me out. If they'd stayed the entire time, I would not have missed it, because I literally had the thought in my head of, I don't want to miss a ping. Block. Ping. Eventually I'm going to hit a land, a second island, and it's going to be over. Island! You know, we all knew it was coming. Play this Archaeomancer, get back Fire Ice. Time to lose because of 1 damage. As the firm defender in this situation, I don't think 1 damage is going to make a difference. I just had to survive until next turn, and then it's all good. He only has 1 card in his hand. A lot of his creatures don't really matter. So we just have to kill the iguana. Iguana. It's an iguana, but it's got an R at the end, which makes it cooler. The iguana. The hissing iguana is a volcano-dwelling creature known as pretty cute from the distance. Here on the Discovery Channel, we examine its natural habitat and examine how its frills go up. I don't even know. I'm just talking random stuff. Oh, you think you're going to get me, opponent? Block like that. That seems like a pretty safe block. I'm just going to block with 1 guy. If he has a pump spell, it's going to kill my guys either way. Oh, yes. Get wrecked. I take 2 damage for that trade, but that's a worth trade. I was going to take 3 damage if I didn't block, so. Ping. Untap. Ping. Fire. No! Okay. So I still do kill the young Pyromancer. Exile Skullkeeper. Now I need a mountain to return this Phoenix. And combat, just get in for 1, I guess. Not worth it. I don't want to. He'll just double block it. That's really bad. He kept the lizard alive over the young Pyromancer. That is correct. Okay. That's fine. I'm liking the way this game is looking. Ooh. Ping. card. And pass the turn. We're just going to keep up all of our blockers. And now we can... I should have played the mountain, so I could turn this. I'm going to play the mountain next turn. I do want to have a lot of lands in play here, I think. He only has 2 cards in hand. I don't think he can get me. Famous last words, I know, but Iguana is not going to be able to kill me. I don't think. He has saved the Iguana 2 times. I think in his deck, the Iguana is just better than the Young Peasy. Young Peasy. It's funny, I didn't know if Young Peasy was a like normal term for Young Pyromancer. Like, I didn't know where it came from. Because I was writing Magic Raps one time. And I was writing like rap battles for famous Magic pros. And I was writing LSV's part, and I used the phrase Young Peasy, because I didn't know if that was like something, it was just LSV said. But yeah, my Magic Raps were actually kind of sick. I had like subtle references. I still have them, but I don't really want to. The Lizard is better than Young Peasy's to punt. I don't know. I mean, in a lot of aggressive decks, you don't have that many creatures, especially because he's like going deeper on auras. I don't think Tournamist should probably really be in his deck. Maybe opponent has disconnected again, but... Oh no, they have not. They haven't. %100% win rate out of 3 games. You know it, Orkrin. I would never falsely advertise. I want to block like this. Seems the best. All of them, obviously. Yeah, exactly, Orkrin. It's pretty nice to be able to put that in a title, even though it's like, sure, it's true, but like, how great is it? He just suicided his 3 creatures to get in 3 damage. Now I'm scared of him having like a deal 4 in his hand. That was very odd. Opponent? You okay? He literally just suicided his guys. Oh, there's Young Pyromancer. Hello, Young Pyromancer. Ping. Flashback. Make token. Untap. Draw. Opponent does have a plan. Combat. Hit. Hit. End the turn. It might not be a good plan, but he's sticking to it. Oh, gosh. The Martyr of Sands! Too much life gain! Oh, no, he can sacrifice it. That's another point of damage. Oh, no. Okay. We've got this. Archeomancer. Get back. Fire Ice. Ping, 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 ping. I can hit him to 3. Just ping his face twice. Yeah, I wasn't gonna actually ping the Iguana. Yeah, I think I can just kill him, so there's no real point. I don't think he can kill the thing. Either way, he concedes the match. That's gonna do it for game 1, keeping our 100% win rate alive. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you stay with me for round 2. Hello, 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 and welcome to round 2. We did make one change. We cut the Spark Maker for the Dimir guy, just because the 3-mana 1/3 that discard wasn't really doing it for me. I don't think it's that great, unless you have like a ton of Madness cards. We only have like 2 Madness cards, so I think this is just going to be better. We're going to keep this hand. Hopefully play turn 3 Stitch Drake. which would be nice. Not gonna lie. And then we can just protect it with counter magic. Ooh, baby. I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. And we're playing against a black deck, so a slower deck, which should be good for us. There's the Guildmage. We are going to play the Skullkeeper, though, to try and mill a creature. So we can just deploy this Stitch Drake. And we did it. Yes. First try. Could have done this last game, but opponent is playing that mono black lifestyle. Not going to like the Stitched Drake. Ooh, playing black-green. Has a Maelstrom Pulse. Maelstrom Pulse is probably one of their better cards. Glad we got rid of that. Oh. Let's attack first. It's not blocking. If it's not blocking, you better have a pretty good reason for attack. I mean, if it's not blocking and there's an available attack, you need a pretty good reason not to attack. I like it. We did it. And then we can start holding up mana. Shielding Plaques. What? What is he doing with this crow? That's so important. He's probably just trying to cycle through his hand. His hand's probably garbage or something, but that's pretty funny. Not gonna lie. So we're just gonna attack, hold up our mana. We can Frantic Search into Circular Logic to counter something. Or we can just think twice. Hard casting Circular Logic would be pretty bad, because we wouldn't have any cards in our graveyard, really. You got me. That's sweet, sweet damage. I like it. He's racing. Olivia's Dragoon. Resolves. Just going to think twice. Ooh. A Faithless Looting. We shall attack. I think there's some Black Madness creatures, but we can counter those with Circular Logic if he discards them to Olivia's Dragoon. That's acceptable. Oh no, that's not acceptable, buddy. I'm bad. Ah! Oh my gosh. What am I doing? Okay. It's not the end of the world, but that was definitely not how I was supposed to play that. Jesus. What the heck was I thinking? I literally have this Madness card that I've been hyping up as a card I'm going to discard this entire time. I was like, yes, we're going to do it. Just goes to show you that even the great ones can mess up. That was bad, though. I don't recommend doing that. It didn't really matter because like all I did was get rid of lands. But lands can be important. That was so funny, though. And I don't think he can really deal with my flyer now. So that's good. We're just going to draw cards with this guy. And he has to kill my flyer, so... Drawing a card. Ooh. Ooh, yes. Exciting, exciting. I like it. Not going to attack. Dimir Guildmage doing work in this grind fest, as they say. This Shielded Plaques Crow. Kind of scary, because I feel like he's going to put something else on it. Okay. Just going to deploy my Thermo-Alchemist. Keep playing these lands. I don't have all that many cards, so I'm going to not play this mountain, I don't think, because I want to have something to discard to Faithless Looting. but I have this think twice. I want to get maximum value out of my spells, if I can. Shriek Maw. Oh no. Which one's he going to kill? Probably the Thermo, yeah. Can't be blocked by non-black creatures. That's some value there, but I'm still drawing a lot of cards here. And now the Crow. Oh yes. Think twice. Ooh. Ooh, that worked out. Keeping the mountain so I can start returning that guy. I'll pass. I have my 3-turn clock with my Firewing Phoenix. This is an uncommon? What? This must have been a rare. There's no way this was an uncommon when it was first printed. I'll trade. This is a grind fest. It's like, I don't really... I can just get that card back, so I'm not like worried about it. It's like, I trade off the card. I could trade 4 damage for 2 damage, but he would only make that attack if he has like maybe a good follow-up play or something like that. And I really don't know what he could have, so. Okay, so I can get back Circular Logic, which seems like something I would want to do. Just seems good. So I'm going to play my mountain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Archeomancer. Get back my Circular Logic. And then I just have everything up. I have a counter spell for if he tries to drop something big. I'm not going to be able to draw a card with this guy, but I'll just draw the Firewing Phoenix. He can't really play anything too good, or I'll counter it. And if he doesn't do anything, I can, I'm just going to turn the Phoenix, or I could think twice, but I'm going to do the Phoenix. Phoenix is good. So I don't really need the Dimir Guild Mage, because I have a ton of things to do with my mana. So I think I will attack. Because if he trades, it unlocks all my tokens to attack as well. There we go. Getting through damage is also really nice. I'm just going to hold up my counterspell / my think twices. I really like where I'm at. This is why having one counterspell in a deck that can fill its graveyard is so good. Because you can, and then being able to get it back. Okay, you got me. I shall sacrifice my elemental token. It has worked hard for the cause, but in the end, it had to sacrifice itself. Yeah, I'll think twice. Get that extra token, draw the card. Yeah, that's game. He sacrificed his Shriek Maw. Got my counterspell up with the Desolate Lighthouse. And that's game. So keep in mind he has a Maelstrom Pulse, a Crushing Canopy, Unholy Hunger, Crow. He's got some good removal, so keep that in mind. Definitely don't want to bring in Flight of Fancy, that's for sure. Mad Prophet, maybe. Definitely don't want to Soul's Fire. yeah, it just seems good. I like the deck. Deck is great. Ooh. The cool thing about my deck is I'm not overly reliant on any of my creatures. I can just kind of win with anything. This is a mulligan, unfortunately. We have to keep this, but not pretty. We're gonna... Oh, it's one of our best cards. Especially in the matchup. I'm gonna top it. I think it's gonna be good enough in the matchup that it's worth keeping. Especially because his deck is slow. And I already have the mana to return it. And I'm gonna draw an island either way, like eventually. His deck isn't really gonna get off to a quick start and kill me before I can really do anything. Like, he has Olivia's Dragoon, that was like a 2-drop that I saw, but we're gonna be fine. And I think Firewing Phoenix is good enough that it's worth keeping, especially when I'm on down a card a little bit. And Crow of Dark Tidings, sure. Wild Mongrel. I'm glad he didn't play that on turn 2, that's for sure. Ugh, I just need any land now and I can slam my Phoenix. Come on, Island, I know you're in there. Grave Scrabble, that is very sad. Well, yeah, that was unfortunate. I mean, I'm still pretty good shape to hit lands to some degree. Right? Like, it's got to be, like, relatively likely. There we go. Play this guy. I'll block the Grave Scrabbler. Try to use my Just the Wind to bounce this guy. Hopefully I can draw an island next turn, play my Mad Prophet, discard Just the Wind. That's my plan. We'll see how it works out. Okay, that's happened. He's trying to kill me before I can cast my blue spells. Understandable, for sure. But he looks like he's in a bit of a pickle. Island. That is the downside of running a colorless land. But I'm running like extra lands to compensate, so. Mad Prophet, I'll block this guy and discard a card. Probably this Archaeomancer or this Stitched Drake. Oh. Couldn't that have just been an island? Couldn't the magic gods have been just kind? 100% win rate, Max. Another mountain? No! Oh, this is so sad. Wow, I'm not even going to get to play. Huh. That's a card. If only I had an island to go with it. I'm your second favorite streamer. Not even your favorite. Wow, that hurts. That hurt my soul, Max. You don't know how much that hurt my soul, actually. So I'm going to kill this guy. And return Firewing Phoenix. I'm playing mono red. I'm just playing Desolate Lighthouse for kicks and giggles. Oh, right, I'm just dead. Never mind. Wow, that was a fun and balanced game. Oh my gosh, what? Jesus. He has Platinum Emporium? Can I kill Platinum Emporium? I can counter it. You know what's happening, boys. We're bringing in the foil Ingot Chewer. Oh my god. And we're going to cut in Archeum. Why did he reveal that? Because he was showing me how great his hand was. Because he's proud of himself. But now we're going to get him with Ingot Chewer, and it's going to be sick. Oh, I really just want him to play it now. That's all I want. And me to have Ingot Chewer, of course. If he plays it and I don't have Ingot Chewer, I'm going to be sad. I'm going to get rid of an Archaeomancer. I think having the Ingot Chewer as an out is really nice. Because otherwise I can't really kill that card. Okay, we have spells. I like it. I mean, we have lands. We're going to keep this hand. We have a decent number of spells in our deck. Start with Island in case we manage to hit like a Sultai thingy. Spell. That is where Desolate Lighthouse excels in this type of situation. Dragoon, yep. We're just going to go kill that right away. Then we can get it back with Archaeomancer. Wild Mongrel, sure. Next turn we can go deep and like use our Stitched Drake, Faithless Looting, play our Stitched Drake, and have some pretty decent blocks. Ooh, Demonic Tutor. What's he getting? Probably Shriekmaw would be my guess. That's what I would get based on what I've seen from his deck. It seems like his best card. Or Maelstrom Pulse. Probably Shriekmaw though. Shriekmaw's just really good. Discard the Prophet and the Island. Play the Mountain. Play Stitched Drake. Exile the Mad Prophet. Pass the turn. Did you really get Grave Scrabbler? That is. Oh no, you messed it. No, that would be so funny. He returns my Mad Prophet to my hand and then my Stitch Drake dies. That would have been a sick play. No joke. That would have been totally awesome. Oh, Tutor for Eternal Witness? Yeah, that is ultimate value. Oh yeah, LSV is your favorite. That's understandable, Max. Let's just block here. Not sure what my opponent's playing at, but I'll take it. Misclick. Okay, so it's a 4/4. Not bad. Okay. So we're gonna use our Fire and Ices to make him discard his hand, and then one of them, plus pinging the Canker guy. I don't know why he let this guy die, though. That seems wasteful. Does he have 2 Grave Scrabblers? That worked out. That worked out nicely. Now I get to Treasure Cruise, refill my hand. Whew. Oh. Or I could, this guy, draw a card. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. Because I don't really want to exile. Drawing 3 is tempting. I'll get rid of this, this, this. That's 3. And then I would have to pay 5. One, 2, 3. Nice. Get in there. I should have attacked first in case he had like a flash creature. Oh yes, this is really good. I'm glad I drew 3. Oh no. The worm token I can bounce, but Skull Keeper. Pyromancer. Pass the turn. Okay, we all know he has the Platinum Emporium in his hand, guys. I'm just digging for that one copy of that card that can save me from it. Okay, I'm going to take 6 this turn. Next turn I'll throw some blocks. I need that Ingot Chewer, boys. You know I need it. That's probably why he's shielding Plaque, just for that ultimate combo. Play land. Skullkeeper. Whew, I didn't mill it. Okay. Not going to risk this guy, so I'm just going to attack with him. Two, 4, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 6. This is so greedy, though. One player on removal spell. So this way, if he kills this guy, he gets... It still takes 6. Hopefully this works out for me. Hopefully this works. And then I can discard, use my Just the Wind. Actually, I might use Faithless Looting. I get that extra guy. Just the wind. And mountain. Pay blue. That worked out. And now I can counter the card, which is nice as well. So now I have enough mana to use my Lighthouse and Circular Logic. That was nerve-wracking for a little. Okay. Keep Dolly. Sure. When am I going to stream Arena? I really need to figure out the settings, because it's the way I have things configured to stream my normal stuff doesn't work for Arena. Mystic Retrieval on Fire Ice. Pass the turn. I'm just going to be extra safe here. No need to tempt fate. I have my counterspell, then I can Mystic Retrieval my counterspell. Sure. I have enough tokens to seal the deal. Two-turn clock, baby. Mad Prophet getting in there. Charge! Watch him top deck the card he thinks he needs. He has nothing in his graveyard. Perfect. Boom! Got the match win. That was close, but I think we did it. We played that pretty well. We only had 7 cards left in our deck, but we got the job done. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and I will see you in the finals. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the finals. We have defeated our first 2 foes. We're playing against another 2-0 opponent. Let's go. Great hand. We're going to keep this one. Whew. What a gorgeous hand here. Going to start with Island. Don't want to tip him off. It doesn't really matter what we start with here. I'm glad to have turn 2 Thermo-Alchemist, though. Makes me feel safe. And Think Twice works perfectly with Thermo-Alchemist. So things are looking up. Black-red. Nice. We will play our Island, and we will pass. We're gonna ping, think twice, ping again. Okay. Ping. Think twice. Ping. That's a good card. The Fire Ice. We're just gonna play our Mad Prophet though for now. This way we can get a little bit more value out of our Fire Ice, and it's just more mana efficient by a lot. We're going to take 3. Yikes. Going to discard the Island. Yes! Talrand, my man. Okay. So here, we're just going to go mountain. Huh. I think Talrand is the highest upside play, so we're going to go for that. If Talrand lives, we win the game, so I think we're going to go for it. He probably has a kill spell, but if he doesn't, we just win, so I think it's worth the risk. And the way that this game's going, we won't be able to have a turn where we play the Talrand immediately followed by another spell, because we want to, I guess we could have done that next turn with this card, but if we didn't play Talrand, we were going to use this card on this turn, so. Okay, so it looks like Talrand gets to live, which is pretty huge. Oh, shoot, I was supposed to respond with tapping, I guess. Definitely going to get rid of the Mad Prophet. I would have discarded this land, but it's going to be fine. Not going to get me with that one, old bud. Matey. Okay, so start things off. Ping. So we're going to want to cast Think Twice. We're going to go Frantic Search, Fire Ice, and Think Twice this turn. We have enough mana to do that, so. Frantic Search. Make a Drake. Always yield to Talrand. Discard Mountain and Mystic Retrieval. Untap these 3 lands. Ping. Fire Ice. And then we will pass. And we're going to make one more Drake with our Think Twice and be in great shape. That's the upside of playing the Talrand of that turn, for sure. Ping. Making 3 Drakes is more than enough value to win the game. Oh my gosh, that's disgusting. He does have this Mono the Unhallowed, but definitely good to get this block off. You'd like to see some more Dimir Guilds of Ravnica drafts? I'm going to be drafting Ultimate Masters a little bit while it's around, I think, especially because the first video I posted of it was really popular. But I'll be doing more Guilds of Ravnica, I think. If you want to see some of my Dimir videos, I have multiple videos on my YouTube channel. Here, if you want to find them. Usually you can tell by the thumbnail or the title of the video. Okay, so we start with a ping, then we'll Faithless Looting, get some junk into our graveyard for this treasure cruise. Discard Skullkeeper Island. You've watched them all already? Nice. Alchemist. Cruise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I like to keep the Fire Ice because that's the card I want to bring back the most. Oops, I should have played the other land. Play Mad Prophet. Combat. Get in for those damages. You've watched them. That's really nice. It's really nice to hear that people are like watching my videos and enjoying them. So I can Archaeomancer, get back fire, Mystic Retrieval, back fire. Blue-red feels really good in this format. Okay. Okay. Okay, as long as he's tapped out, I really don't care. Magma, that's a pretty good one. Let's look at his graveyard. Yep, he's just got a pretty mediocre deck. Got some cards. This game is locked up for me. There's no way I lose. No way at all. I mean, I'm sure there's some way I lose. I just can't see it happening. I actually think he's dead on board. Untap. Mystic Retrieval. In response. Then I can, yeah. Alchemist. Fire the face. Untap Alchemist. Alchemist. Combat. 2. You found it. I have like 20-something videos on Guild of Ravnica. That's insane that you've watched them all. That's crazy. I'm super happy for you that like you're enjoying them and stuff, but that's that's insane. That's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Okay, so we know this guy's a like sacrifice deck. What do we want against him? I think my deck's pretty well built. Let's go! Thank goodness I remembered to hit the record button. I always worry. I'm always like, oh no. This is the game that decides it all, folks. We're keeping this. Easy keep. They're on a mulligan. We're keeping. Think Twice is just really good for helping you, like, not have to mulligan and stuff like that. I even have Fire Ice, which is going to be really good against him, I think. Oh my god. I'm so happy to see that. They Lava Spike you, and they're immediately just down a card. I don't think he's aggressive enough to truly utilize Lava Spike. Especially because he has Young Pyromancer. I would think he would wait for the Young Pyromancer to be down before he went for it. As long as I can hit my lands, I'll be in good shape. Definitely don't want to use the ice part. Sometimes you use that to mana screw your opponent, but here I really just want to use the fire part because it can kill the Iguanar. Speak of the devil. Yep, there we go. There's that mountain I was talking about. I'm going to wait, though. I can Circular Logic something for 1, potentially. I can Archaeomancer backfire, so I'm not worried about using it just to kill 1 creature. It's pretty good value for me. He only has 4 cards in hand. Okay, will he win the flip? He won the flip. Oh no. He's too good. My opponent is on another level, guys. I want to saying no to him. Next turn, I'm going to play Mad Prophet and hold up Circular Logic for 1. Is he going to go for it again? Oh, that would be so badass. Just go for it again! You play Magic the Gathering. Oh my gosh, Soul's Fire. He discards both of them? Dang, what can he possibly have? Please lose the flip, I swear. He lost. Oh no. It's still a pretty good card. For him, at least. He has Magma in his deck, which I'm kind of worried about. So we're just going to play it safe. So I can counter his Magma unless he draws land plus Magma. Oh no, he's going for it again! 3 flips. He won the flip! He's the flip master! He's the flip god. I am actually going to just discard Mystic Retrieval. Because its flashback rate is just way more efficient than its normal rate. Now I'll play land. Play it in your Guild Mage. Jesus, that's actually kind of terrifying. He has so many. He has so many elementals. And he's got it again. Ah, he's just going to go for another flip. I can handle that card. I can't respond before he goes for it. Okay. Let's fire. Actually, I'm just going to rely on him losing the flip. Eventually. The 1/1s don't really mean anything. Lost the flip. Who needs to counter it when you're going to lose the flip, buddy? Okay. Yep, I haven't milled my Talrand yet. He has so many elementals. He won 2 flips. He's too strong. Oh my gosh, he's playing coin flip tribal. Lose the flip, lose the flip. No, he won the flip. Too many flips. Oh my gosh. I'm like not super scared of them. I'm just scared of the card that he can use like to pay as a payoff. Oh my gosh. He has 10 cards. 10 guys. So I'm actually going to Mystic Retrieval my Fire Ice. Just so I have that little bit of insurance. So I can like kill a couple of them. Nice. Jesus. You just rely on him losing the flip eventually. But it's actually insane. He's actually won the flip, lost the flip every single time. He won the flip again! Oh my gosh! Coin flip tribal. I just need to draw my Talrand, though. It's going to happen eventually. He lost the flip. Okay, so he's won like 1 more flip than he's lost, but that card has made a lot of tokens for him. He has had 2 copies of it. No, 3 copies. I'm just looking for Talrand. I have 4 blockers. I can kill 2 of them. I'm not really worried. I'm going to just draw 3 cards here. Actually, I'm going to frantic search. There's Talrand. Talrand is what I needed. Talrand, I have this counterspell to protect him. Make a token, make a token. Yeah, this game's over. With my counterspell to protect him, I don't think I can lose. I am making 2/2 bird, and he's making Moltens. It is funny as hell, though, I will say. He's got another one! Ah! He lost! First try. He's literally won half of his flips. Okay, he has another one, I swear. That would be the funniest thing. Oh, it's a Gurmag Angler. I'll counter it. Now that he has no cards in hand. And I'm making a bird. Make another bird. Combat. Send in the birds. Alchemist. Think twice. Always yield to Talrand. And I'll hold up my Just the Wind and my Fire Ice, I guess. Yeah, this is quite the board state. I have all of the birds from Talrand against all of the elementals. Okay, Faithless looting. Sure. Sure. Yeah, sure. Okay, so he plays his land. He concedes! My undefeated record is still strong. Whew. Man, this deck was totally sick. The one thing we have learned is that Talrand is a beast in this format. Chance for Glory is really bad. And Spelt Ward Minotaur is actually... I forget exactly what that card is. Which one's Spelt Ward Minotaur? Ward Minotaur. If it's the one I'm thinking of, then it's definitely better. Oh yeah, Spelt Ward Minotaur is great, dude. Yeah, don't take Chance for Glory. But yeah, that is going to do it for this draft video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know if you want to see more Ultimate Masters, because to be quite honest, the first video, the success of the first video really was what inspired me to make this video. So if you made it all the way to the end, leave a hashtag blue-red is the best to let me know that you made it all the way to the end. I really do appreciate everyone who stays tuned till the end, and yeah, I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. Even though it was blue-red again, it did feel like a little bit different to me, at least, playing it. So hopefully you still learned a lot. Talrand we got to see a lot more of Talrand than we did in the first video. We got to see a lot of the same cards performing well. Thermo-Alchemist, Think Twice, definitely doing really well. Treasure Cruise was great. Archeomancer was actually quite strong as well. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, also be sure to check out my stream. You can catch the action live. So yeah, you can follow me there. There'll be a link to that in the description down below. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you next time.